our focus to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. PM Modi is holding a massive roadshow as we speak. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, we can see holding a massive roadshow there. You can see PM Modi flanked by followers on both sides of the road. We have the Prime Minister, also waving at all the people who have gathered there. A mega roadshow by the Prime Minister. This is happening in Saharanpur. You can see the visuals of the Prime Minister also coming in as he is waving at the crowds there in Saharanpur. Very, very significant visuals coming in at this point of time. My colleague Mohit Bhatt is joining us live on the broadcast. I believe he's on the phone line rather. Mohit, take us through the latest visuals coming in.
Well, yes, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Dehradun today and he will be inaugurating Delhi-Dehradun Economic Corridor. Now, this is very important expressway that will be inaugurated by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, this particular corridor will reduce travel time between Delhi and Dehradun from over 6 hours to around 2.5 hours. Now, the corridor has also been designed with several features aimed at significantly reducing man-animal conflict. Now, the Prime Minister has also undertaken a review of the wildlife corridor on the elevated section of this particular Delhi-Dehradun Economic Corridor. And we know that how Prime Minister, as of now, is holding a roadshow. He went to the Kali Temple, a famous temple in Uttarakhand, in Dehradun, and then he is now going to the rally where he will be officially inaugurating this particular Delhi-Dehradun Expressway. Now, this particular Delhi-Dehradun Expressway is a 213-kilometer, 6-lane access control corridor, which has been developed over cost of 12,000 crore rupees. Now, this particular corridor goes from the states of from states Delhi, Uttarakhand, and Uttar Pradesh, and it will significantly reduce the travel time between Delhi to Dehradun to around 2.5 hours. Now, this particular project also includes construction of 10 interchanges, 3 ROBs, that is railway overboard bridges, 4 major bridges, and 12 wayside amenities to enable seamless high-speed connectivity. Now, we also know for a fact that when it comes to Uttarakhand, specifically in the Haridwar-Dehradun area, there are various wildlife animals who are there, and to ensure that this particular corridor does not hamper their movement, and there should be no man and wild conflict. We know that how there is a corridor. This is a 12-kilometer wildlife elevated corridor, which is one of the longest in Asia, which has been constructed. Now, this particular corridor includes 8 animal passes, 2 elephant underpass of 200 meters each, and 300-meter long tunnel near Kali Temple. Now, we know that how this will surely reduce the travel time between Delhi to Dehradun significantly from 6 hours to 2.5 hours, but also it will also play a very important role in strengthening regional economic growth by enhancing connectivity between the major tourism cities, given the fact that how people from Uttarakhand is a city which is basically based on tourism, and people from Delhi or from the other parts of the country, specifically the northern parts, travel a lot to Dehradun and also to the Char Dham Yatra, and this particular corridor will serve as a connecting dot between the northern states and Dehradun, and subsequently to Haridwar, Rishikesh, and the other parts of Uttarakhand. Now, what the sources have been saying this, or the government has been saying this, that the project also reflects vision of Prime Minister to develop next generation infrastructure that combines high-speed connectivity with environmental sustainability and improved quality of life for the citizens. So as we speak, Prime Minister is undertaking a massive roadshow. People are there on the both sides of the road, and from here he will be directly going to the place where the rally will take place. Prime Minister will speak, will address the people of Uttarakhand and the country, and then he will be inaugurating this particular corridor.
Yeah, significant. As you were telling us, UP CM also had hailed the Delhi-Dehradun corridor earlier. The Prime Minister is gonna, inaugurate the same. The massive roadshow already underway. Take us through, how the corridor will be cutting travel time, how it is going to help the people living in both states, and obviously the massive infra push when we speak of this high-speed expressway in Saharanpur.
Well, you see, if you have to go to Haridwar, Rishikesh from Delhi or from the other northern parts of the country, you have to take the Meerut Expressway, and then subsequently to Meerut, Muzaffarnagar, Khatoli, Roorkee, and these are the places which have the two-way roads. But then there's massive traffic on that, and then the travel time gets increased to around 4 to 5 hours, or sometimes to 6 hours. But then this is an expressway which is specifically for the tourists going from Delhi to Dehradun and subsequently to the other parts of the Uttarakhand, and hence it will surely bring down the time from around 5 to 6 hours to 2.5 hours. And also, when you have a proper expressway reaching from one state to another, it will surely give a boost to the tourism and also to the economic activity and the transportation of goods between the various states, like from Uttar Pradesh to Haryana to Jammu and Kashmir to Delhi, specifically to Uttarakhand. And Uttarakhand is a state which is dependent on tourism when it comes to the revenue, and hence such projects will also enhance the tourism in the state. And we also know that specifically in the area of Dehradun, Haridwar, Rishikesh, there is a massive movement of elephants and the other wild animals. So keeping that in mind, an elevated corridor is also being built over here, which is 12 kilometers long, and also it is the longest corridor in the Asia. And it has a specific places where you can have easy access of the elephants, easy movement of the elephants, and hence they have tried to reduce the man-animal conflict. We know that how there have been cases in the past where the high-speed trucks, high-speed cars, they have collided with the animals, resulting in fatalities. So that is something which has been kept in mind. So clearly, this is something which has been waited for a long, long time. Surely, I am from Uttarakhand. I know that how people were waiting in Uttarakhand for a long, long time for this particular corridor, so that the time of travel between Delhi to Uttarakhand gets reduced, and now it will reduce to around 2.5 to 3 hours.
And this is certainly a massive infra push in line with obviously the BJP's campaign as well. Again, UP elections not right away around the corner, but it is election season. Infra push, all of that very, very significant, isn't it? Because the double engine government, that's something which the BJP also has been projecting and is going to highlight, isn't it, when we speak of this launching of the economic corridor?
Well, yes, in fact, and you see, this goes with the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's of having Viksit Bharat 2047. Now, when does a country becomes a developed country or a Viksit nation? When you have proper infrastructure, when you have proper expressway for the transportation of goods or for the people who are traveling from one state or to the another, and it also gives the rise, or it also enhances the business opportunities between the two states. So clearly, this is something which is historic now. The work has been going on for a long, long time. Now, we should not look at just the tourism part of it, but also the economic part of this. This will be an economic corridor, as it is being called, for the transportation of goods, for travel from one state to another. So this is something which is historic, that is taking place today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is holding a roadshow, and we know that whenever Prime Minister goes to Uttarakhand, people welcome him in a huge manner, in a loving manner, and perhaps that is why we can see people all across the roads over here to welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And shortly from now, this particular Delhi-Dehradun Economic Corridor will be inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Yeah, and also take us through, the sort of reaction which had been coming in, something we were speaking and emphasizing, underlining earlier, how the UP Chief Minister also had hailed the Delhi-Dehradun corridor right before this launch.
Well, yes, in fact, you see, this particular corridor goes from Delhi to Baghpat, to Saharanpur, to Dehradun, and hence it covers three states like Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, and Uttarakhand. And hence, when you have such an expressway in your state, now this surely gives a boost to the industries over there, to the businesses, and also to the tourism industries. Because when you have such expressways, people will like to go from those places. You can have easy travel of goods, easy transport of goods, and the businesses. And perhaps that is why we have seen that how UP Chief Minister, as you were rightly pointing out, has hailed this particular project. So clearly, this is not just about the reducing travel time between Delhi and Dehradun, or just for the tourists. It's for the economic corridor. It's specifically named as economic corridor, given the fact that how various businesses can take place through this, and it will also strengthen regional economic growth, enhance tourism, and also promote sustainable development, given the fact that how specifically the wildlife has been taken care of. There is a specific elevated corridor that has been constructed so that the free movement of the animals can take place. And remember, few days ago, the Uttarakhand government came up with the pictures that how various animals were seen going through that particular corridor from that particular elevated road. Elephants, deer, and various other animals were seen. So clearly, you have to look at the sustainable development point of this particular economic corridor, that everything has been kept in mind with the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi of having a Viksit Bharat 2047.
Very significant updates coming in. Mohit, thank you for joining us with all these details. Prime Minister's roadshow underway in Saharanpur, focus obviously on the economic corridor. Mohit bringing us all the updates. With that, we step into a short commercial break. News and updates on the other side. Please don't go anywhere.